my pleasure to welcome you all here this afternoon to celebrate Lauren and Ross's wedding. This is usually the point where the bride's father takes a moment and tells an embarrassing story of the bride's early years. And Lauren has come a long way. And Lauren has come a long way since she used to stand at the bottom of the garden and lift her top up to the passing trains. I'm going to refrain from anything like that, as this is a very special day for both of them, and I'm not wanting to be the one to put a damper on it. Both sets of parents are very happy. We're very, very proud of them for what they've achieved in the last couple of years. They've bought their first flat together in Rosyth. Both are at college just now, and it's looking very much like Lauren will be going to University of Aberdeen in September to read forensic science. Ross is also in the middle of a college course on web design, and everything points to them being in a very good place for the future. So what else can I say about Ross? Quite simply, Ross couldn't have chosen better. That gained me £20. Don't you remember saying that to me earlier? He's everything I would have looked for in a son-in-law, and I'm delighted that he's joined the family. So I don't want to bore you with I don't want to bore you with how happy we are today. So I'll finish up with the traditional toast sent from the heart. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and raise your glass to the bride and groom.
Yeah! Sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you're right.
Absolutely terrified about this. I'm not going to cry, it's not that big a speech. Hello everybody, I'm going to be looking a lot here because I'm terrified right now. I have been through countless YouTube videos because I didn't have a clue as what I was supposed to say on this speech. But I think I picked up the basics, and the first thing I should ask is to make sure that all your glasses are topped up, because I've got a few posts to do today. First of all, me and my wife. We would like to thank you all, friends and family, and Lee. Keep the laughter going, it'll make me feel better. Thank you all for coming here today, we really appreciate it, especially as some of you have travelled really far to be here today. Without you all being present on this special day of ours, this wedding wouldn't have been anything except considerably cheaper. We do really appreciate it, so thank you. And we'd also like to thank you all for the wonderful cards and gifts that we've been given. We really appreciate the generosity. I would like to thank Peter and Annette for letting me marry your daughter. Although I think this deal works both ways. But ever since I met you both, you have welcomed me into your family with open arms. And I feel so privileged to be part of the Bastinelli clan now. And I do promise to treasure and honour your daughter forever. And just remember, you haven't lost a daughter, just gained an extra seat in the back.
Oh.
And to my mum and dad, Gail and Alan, you put up with me for over 20 years, for which you're both very welcome. I know raising me has been nothing short of a very long holiday that has been filled with pleasure and relaxation, and you've enjoyed every second of it. But kidding aside, through the love and commitment you have shown each other since I was very young, I believe this has helped me become the man I am today. So you both have yourselves to blame. I know you always wanted a daughter, Mum, and I think I've picked out a really good one. So if you could all raise your glasses to both the parents of us for making everything possible. Yes. I'm doing alright. Next, I'd like to thank my best men, Coop and Lee. Lee's on the end, thank you. I've known Coop for nearly 10 years now, and we were a bit cautious of each other at first, until one day he drove me home, and we got lost and ended up in this random cul-de-sac, and we looked up, and we saw this rather large ginger man, naked, topless, dancing into a mirror with a brush as a microphone. It was the funniest thing we've ever seen him. We sat there for about 15 minutes. We've been best friends ever since. So thank you, Ginger Afro Man, whatever he is. I won't go into too much detail about Lee, because I'm sure he's about to pull me apart in the best man speech. But just remember, Lee, if I'm ever your best man, I'll get a laugh. But I would like to thank you. I have been a bit grumpy recently with this wedding stress, and you've been a big help. You've helped me through it all. Next up is the bridesmaids, Laura and Catherine. They're both looking absolutely stunning today. Lauren has been best friends with Lauren has been best friends with Laura for many years, and she makes my life easier by taking Lauren to see McFly over 30 times, which means I don't have to. So thanks, Laura. And Catherine, my new sister, although to me you have been my sister for quite a long time now. I'm glad today. We've had ups and downs in the past, but we have a lot of cheeky similarities which has brought us close together. And you also proofread this speech, so if it all goes wrong, it's you. It doesn't I'd also like to thank you both for looking after my wife today and helping her out, even though we all know how calm and collected she can be under this type of pressure. So raise your glasses once again to the bridesmaids and the flower and the best men. I'd also like to thank my usher Hammy, the one recording the speech today. He's helped us out a lot today. He's had quite a lot of tasks to do. He's one of my oldest friends. It means a lot for him to be here today. I'd also like to thank Alexis, our flower girl. It's absolutely adorable in a little dress. You did a good job going down the aisle, Alexis. I'd also like to thank Margaret, Lauren's gran, for helping us out with the favours that are all around your tables. They're absolutely beautiful. So raise your glasses once again to the usher, the flower girl, and Lauren's gran. But if you're running out of drink, don't worry, there's only one more goal.
Oh, just fist bump.
Too much. Right, so for what I did see on YouTube and websites, the grooms usually has some sort of explanation as to how we fell in love. But Dorothy did a wonderful job of explaining that during our ceremony, so I won't go back into that. But what I will mention today is instead of the second most nerve-wracking part of a wedding is asking the dad's permission. As you all know, I proposed to Lauren in Florida with the candles around the pool and getting on one knee before shouting some sort of mumble about her marrying me. Well, before this, every night I would go outside and have a cigarette, and Peter would come out a couple of minutes after, and we'd sit and chat for about an hour before we went to bed. So one night I decided this was the night I was going to ask his permission. So I went outside, sat down, and he never came out. I waited for over an hour. The one night that I needed him to come back, and he's sitting watching a movie. Well, eventually he did come out though. I did the honourable thing, and I asked for his daughter's hand in marriage. And I remember this until the day that I die, that he put his hands behind his head, he leaned back in his chair, and proceeded to tell me about the story of how he asked Annette to have permission. I have no idea what he said. I just sat there going, hurry up. That's my question. But obviously he finally did. And he shook my hand and he said yes. Thanks again, Peter. And lastly, the most important part of my speech, and I'm sorry if it's a little bit cheesy, but Lauren, my wife, on October 2011, he made me the happiest man alive by agreeing to become my wife. And I never truly realised what happiness was until he said yes. These last 4 years.
Go on, Ross. Go on, Ross.
Right. These last 4 years have been so magical, and I've treasured them every day. Even when you're having Bridezilla. Or screaming every profanity possible when you're driving your car. Or crying on that fly come on TV. But every part of you and everything about you is so perfect to me. You really are my soulmate. And seeing you here today, and absolutely dazzling, makes me the proudest man on earth. I'll spend the rest of my life looking after you and being there for you. Forever. So to everyone here, one more time, can you all raise your glasses to my wonderful wife? Cheers. 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 I've also got some flowers for the mother of the bride and the mother of the groom.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you all been
that
waiting for.
Is that me done?
Best man!
That'll be the best man now.
Right, okay, just before I start this piece, I'd just like to thank Ross and Peter, my two support acts this evening. I'd also like to begin and finish with a toast, so before we start, I'd just like to propose a toast to the beautiful bridesmaids, Catherine and Laura, and our lovely flower girl Alexis. Absolutely beautiful today, and they're only outshone by our stunning bride Lauren. Now, this is quite a special moment for me as well, because just like Ross has never been a groom before.
Hey, Lee, is someone on your nose?
Don't. Just like Ross has never been a groom before, I've never been a best man before, as you're evidently about to tell. Now, what I found with this experience is that there's two main tasks that come with being a best man. Now, the first one is it's my job to basically make sure that Ross gets to the wedding on time, sober, and looking the best that he ever has. Now, I'm really sorry, but in my own defence, I've only done the best with what I've had to work with. Now, the second part is to basically take a couple of minutes and try my best to assassinate Ross's character. So without further ado, for those of you that don't know, Ross was born on the 16th of June 1988. Now, this day wasn't just a special day because Ross decided to finally grace the planet with his presence, but Ross's birth also marked the very first time in history that a baby was born in England and grew up claiming to everyone it was 100% Scottish. And if anybody does know what country Middlesbrough is, the groom later on, I think he's got a bit lost along the way. Now, Ross spent most of his younger years lying around playing computer games, being gravely unpopular, and being beaten up by the local Neds and around. And this pretty much lasted right up until the 21st of February 2009, which is coincidentally the day that he met me. At this point quite a lot of common interests were uncovered, such as an addiction to the Zelda and Final Fantasy series, movies, and also Fary's special sauce, which, for any of the dirty minds out there, it's just a burger sauce. Now, being honest though, the things that I loved about Ross and his family were the kindness and the generosity towards other people. Without going out into too much detail, I owe a hell of a lot to Ross and his mother Gail and his father Alan for putting up with me for so long. They always made me feel really welcome, part of the family, and especially his mum Gail, who treated me no less than like her son. Now, for a good few months of lazing about and taking the money that Gail gave us for messages and spending it on booze. Sorry Gail. Me and Ross decided to get a flat together. Now I'm not going to go into too much detail about our shenanigans, as most of it involved me as well. And my missus is sitting there and I don't have to sleep in my motor tonight. But I'll summarise our experiences for you. Now we've got psychotic neighbours from Ballingray who wanted to kill us just because our flat wasn't as nice as theirs. Rosé wine for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Paying far too much attention to our hair. Having the actual devil for a manager, I'll also be able to relate to this. Jeremy Goebel, God rest his soul, his infamous chocolate spaghetti bolognese, and my personal favourite, Ross's new bed being christened by a gay man.
I was do that. I was out. Jamie. With a woman. A gay man with a woman.
After 3 years of debauchery, and me basically training Ross to be the man that he is today. Obviously, he finally met the love of his life. Unfortunately, though, Mei Ling turned it out to be a man and she's way back to Thailand. Obviously, it was a good job though because he finally met the true love of his life. Now, I'm sure the vast majority of you know that Lauren has an unhealthy obsession with the band Mick Busted.
Big fly. Big fly.
Oh, sorry, Mick Fly.
Get it right. That was just
Did I talk about that? Or better yet, one of the band members himself, Mr. Danny Jones, who I must admit is a lovely guy. Is it Danny Jones?
It's Danny Jones, yeah.
Cool. But I mean, she is obsessed with him. You only need to take a look at Facebook to see what I'm talking about. Anyway, I must take my hat off to Lauren because despite her keen obsession with Danny Jones, she's taken one for the team and she's decided to settle down. Being honest though, Ross has done really well over the past couple of years. Myself and Lauren have took out our first mortgage together. They've adopted the responsibility of 3 lovely cats, and I will stand by them, not as good looking as mine. And he's also went back to college to do a HND in design and digital media. So I guess obviously all the hires that he got at school are finally being put to good use. Especially his infamous higher qualification in colouring in. Which to this day he confesses is a real qualification. I never got that at my school. But no, on a serious note, I'd just like to thank Lauren for looking after my best mate for me. You're the perfect girl for him, and in the short 5-6 years that I've known Ross, this is definitely the happiest I've ever seen him. We do stay away a bit away from each other now, and I do miss him from time to time. But it gives me great joy to see that the man that is, and obviously always will be my best mate, no matter how much of a Victor Meltwood he is, decided to spend the rest of his life with someone as caring and loving as Lauren. I wish the very best of luck to you both, and I hope the future holds the wildest of adventures for you. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to raise your glasses for Mr. and Mrs. Stewart.
You said there was nice stuff in that speech.